think, yeah.
Workstream.
All right, Workstream. JOKERJOKErtv presents Workstream.
All right, that's our new theme song for Workstream. All right, let's bring us in.
All right, here we are.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Monday, our broadcast of Workstream, brought to you by JOKERJOKErtv.
Yep.
I'm Rick Schott Ricochet. We got Mr. Mux Blank, and we've got Chris Grissom.
All right, so let's see. What were we talking about last week? We were talking about being a part of this UGA Innovation District I-Corps program.
That would be the University of Georgia, by the way, I-Corps program.
University of Georgia. So this has been a, here, let me put this over here. It's been a neat program.
Right, and right now we're learning all about customer discovery.
Yeah.
And we've been going around town, and we're going to be going other places as well to talk about, first of all, to talk about to businesses, to find out what their needs are, and maybe how some of their advertising expenses have gone.
Yeah.
So what kind of businesses have we hit so far in general?
Let's see. We went to a record shop today.
Okay.
We went to some restaurants.
Art supply store.
Art supply store.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like the only art supply store in this town.
The number one art store in this
Number
town,
one.
basically. We won't mention any names, though.
Yeah.
Coffee shop.
Oh, yeah, coffee shop.
And
yeah.
the coffee shop, yep.
And a coffee roaster.
A coffee roaster, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the best in the Southeast. I would say probably the best
Yeah.
roaster in the Southeast.
Yeah, I would say so. It's one of my favorites.
Right.
Let's see. What else? Here, I got the
Record
list.
store.
Yeah, I mentioned record store. We hit up a soap company here in town. That was interesting. That was the other day.
A guy outside on the sidewalk.
Oh, the gaming store, the gaming shop. The place
Yeah, there's a
everybody-
gaming shop, yeah.
Everybody go game at.
And a guy on the sidewalk.
And
Oh,
then we
yeah.
wound up eating an
The guy on the
expensive,
sidewalk.
overpriced sandwich at a local sandwich shop.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I guess that's pretty much covers most of the places we went today. Smoke shop. Oh, we did forget that other smoke shop that was right across the street from that one place. Yeah, the guy on the street, he was a local photographer who does like some of the best photography for bands in town. Like very well known for that. So let's see, artist shop. I guess that pretty much covers it. So what are some of the things that we learned today that like talking to these people?
Well, number one, the pandemic has hit some businesses really hard.
Mm-hmm.
But there's been other businesses that did quite well during the pandemic.
Yeah.
You know, lines out the door, that type of thing.
Because they pivoted towards like doing their business a little different, and they were very specific that they had advertised that in the local paper. Hey, we're doing this at our business. So that was some advertising they did recent. Like I guess that was their last advertising campaign that they mentioned. You know.
And the other thing that I kind of noticed is that people are a little bit nervous in terms of how they're advertising, what they're putting their money towards in terms of advertising.
Yeah.
And we've had a whole bunch of people that have unilaterally said that they've had some failed campaigns in terms of their advertising.
And did you notice that everybody that had the failed campaign kind of mentioned the same place?
Right, yeah. You know,
We don't want to
a
say
local newspaper that we will not mention any names of.
And I mean, it's a student paper, and so
Well, we won't go any further than student paper.
and so I'm sure they don't have as much of a reach as like the bigger paper in town,
Right, yeah.
And
obviously, yeah.
And their demographic, of course, is going to be students and parents.
And apparently, the people that advertised basically said that this was a failed campaign.
Yeah.
So that kind of tells you that
maybe
people are not hitting print media, as readers, taking advantage of advertising in print media, like they used to.
Yeah.
You figure that, one time we had in certain cities, they might have had 4 or 5 newspapers. Some of them may have had, 2 printings, a morning and then a late edition, afternoon, evening, right?
Yeah.
And that used to sell.
Yeah.
But obviously...
Well, the one guy, he was saying that the reason he doesn't advertise in the papers like that anymore is because it's too filled with national ads, and the local ads are getting lost in the shuffle. Remember that? He also, like, one of the other things that I thought was really interesting is most of the answers that we got was, we don't do any advertising.
Right.
like almost everybody we talked to said that. And then we were like, well, do you have a social media? Do you, have somebody that posts on there? Oh, yeah, we've got that. Oh, yeah, we have somebody on staff who does that. So they didn't really, I mean, in my mind, it's like they didn't see that as advertising.
Right, yeah.
Like you were saying, like, that's just what they do now.
And they've also said, too, that they're not, like, spending money on boosted ads with social media. They're basically posting on their own sites, and even if they have somebody that's an agent that's doing that for them.
I'm not going to interrupt.
You got to learn to interrupt, Rick, so you can get a word in.
You all can talk all day long, and I will sit here and listen. I'm not interrupting.
No, what I'm, people were basically saying, hey, listen, we're not throwing extra bucks on, one of these particular social media boosters. Because they weren't really seeing the return on it.
No, that's not what anybody said. They said they did throw money at them.
Well, some of them did, but not most of them.
Most of them didn't at all, though.
Right.
They've never I don't know anybody that's thrown money at a social media influencer and not seen a return.
Yeah,
to me, that's not something.
No, we're not talking about influencer. We're talking about what they specifically said was that they were not buying ads on those particular social media sites. There's a difference there. They are using influencers, and they are getting people that are creators to do those.
Yeah.
But they're just not spending the booster money, like putting extra dollars into it.
And they put those people on staff, and so, like you were saying earlier, they didn't see it as advertising. They saw it as just something
their employee.
Huh?
Paying their employee.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. And I mean, a lot of people even said, like, it wasn't necessarily that they had one specific employee that did it. Like, all the employees were sort of responsible for doing that. A lot of people
that's
said
all good and well, but I refer back to the thing I try to tell my children. If you want mechanic work done, you could always take it to your uncle who does it on the weekends, and he might get shit right, and you might be okay. Or you could take it to someone who does it every day, and you can guarantee it's going to be good. So that's the way I feel about getting your employees to do the social media influencing.
Yeah, you're right.
Somebody that's good at something might not be good at nothing. Just because he's really good at cooking burgers and customer service doesn't mean he's good at getting people in the door.
Yeah.
Right, but the big line is this: that number one, which one is going to give you value? And how much are you willing to pay for that value? Because you get somebody that knows what they're doing, it's professional, and they can pump out whatever, then you're going to pay at a premium price on that.
That's right.
If you get somebody that, Bill Jones's cousin's aunt's, nephew's son that knows about this and that's related, you might get a good deal, and who knows? Maybe they can spit out like a whole bunch of, advertising for you.
Yeah.
What you need is someone to manipulate the algorithm.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Yeah.
Right, and we did hear that from a few people.
Yeah.
That said the very same thing.
And I mean, so okay, when we're talking about what Joker is providing, we have a little bit of that. We're a little bit of influencers. We're content creators. We fall into that line of what people are doing online as far as advertising. Like the artist shop, they were like, yeah, I think I want to, look at that. Okay. I want to.
This breaks down like this. We are content creators We are artists who like to do our thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we are trying to do the business side of this. So anybody that can help us, give us advice, give us point us in the direction, do it, because we are literally going to these classes and then just going and doing this.
Yeah. Riley in the chat right now. He has his own business. I love to talk to Riley on how he advertises his business. And
none of us have ever taken a marketing class or I mean, this is what we're doing now is the extent of our.
This is our marketing
I would
class.
Say none of us have ever taken a marketing class.
Did you take marketing before?
Yeah, marketing, taxes, and investments in high school. I took some marketing classes in college.
High school, like what, 50 years ago?
Yeah, it seemed like 50 years ago.
I'm
but,
just saying, what does high school teach you about marketing? I'm not saying anything bad about it, but
I mean, when I was in high school, we had a marketing 101 class, and I walked in there the first day thinking, "Oh man, this is going to be awesome! I'm going to learn about marketing and everything." I sat up in the front row. I was like, "I'm excited about this." And the teacher's like, first day of class, like, "So does anybody know about such and such?" And I'm like, I raised my hand right away. I'm like, "Yeah, I know about that," and I talk about it a little bit. And he goes, "Okay, cool. Anybody know about this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And I'm starting to realize that nobody else in the class is raising their hand because nobody else knew anything about it. And almost right away, the next day of class, I was like, I'm going to sit back in the back because I already know all this stuff. I'm not going to learn anything here.
Think about it like this. What do you make right now in your kitchen that you learn how to make in home ec?
Yeah, you're right.
See, all right. See, this is something I don't get.
How to mix peanut butter and oatmeal together. And make cookies.
I never had a home economics class.
What?
First off, they really didn't care if you needed to learn how to basket weave or sew things or what else? How to heat up a pizza in the microwave. I mean, those were things you had to learn on your own.
Yeah.
It was for us. In my generation, it was all about reading, writing, arithmetic.
Yeah.
History, science.
So let's see. One of the other things we kind of learning about this is, businesses that want to sponsor local events and local happenings and things like that. Like a lot of these businesses seemed more apt to do something like that if they believed in what that was. The one guy he sponsors the Boy Boutant Ball every year. And that's the drag queen, ball that they do once a year.
Yeah, they raise money for HIV.
Yeah, which is getting into my point a little bit. So he believes in the Boy Boutant Ball. He's like, I got a lot of gay friends, and I want to support that. But also, it was that it was benefiting something else. You remember that? Like a lot of these people were like, oh, if that event is benefiting such and such, fundraising thing, I'm more apt to give to them.
I think that too. I think sometimes people are wrong in that aspect because I listen to so many podcasts throughout the day at work.
Yeah.
And I can tell you 100% that there's no way that everybody on, let's call it, some of these monthly food subscription services are just completely in love with a certain podcast, yet they still advertise on it.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying? So I don't think that.
I would think in that case, those businesses just know that advertising does well, and it's going to be heard. Yeah,
exactly. So it's not necessarily. I understand what you're saying, especially locally. You need to get the right person that's going to invest because the difference between a salesman and a shyster is that when you walk away from a shyster, you feel like you got ripped off.
Yeah.
As to where you walk away from a good salesman, you feel like you got your money's worth.
Yeah.
So that's where we're trying to find right now the balance between, hey, give us this money and we'll give you this. But we want to make people happy. We don't want to take their money and then have someone speak bad about what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, and sometimes also is to, part of this whole process is figuring out, what our potential customers need.
That's a good segue, because I wanted to talk about that a little bit this week on the show. One of the things we're learning here. Let me bring this into the show. So this you'll see it really small on the screen right now, but this is your business model canvas, and this is basically what like at some point when you wanted to start a business, you would write a business plan. Okay, well, that's changed. Nowadays, people aren't writing business plans. They're doing this business model canvas, which I wish there was a way to show my cursor on the screen. I'm not sure how to do that, but...
Why do you think that is? Why do you think it changed like that? I think I know why.
Yeah, why?
I think because people nowadays need pictures more than they need words.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, really, I really believe that's it.
Yeah, maybe. Here, let me.
I mean, I get to where this would be more appealing than seeing a page with the exact same thing on it that you had to read through.
Yeah. So there, you can see us now a little bit better. So like, and what's weird about this is you don't do these in order of like you start over here and then you go across. Usually, well, if I can point to it right, usually you're supposed to start.
Mux, you know that in other countries,
you
start from the other side.
You start from the other side, yeah.
So maybe this is...
So this segment way over here, I can't reach it. There it is. This segment right here is called the customer segments. All right. So basically, okay, so we've studied this a little bit, not much, I know. And so I'm kind of putting you guys on the spot right here. But what is this customer segments? Like, what are we supposed to put right there?
We're supposed to put whoever is going to, I believe it's the customer, it's the consumer.
It's our customer, right?
It's our customer. Yeah. It's our, I don't think it's our advertising customer.
Well, they're one of our customers.
Yeah, but our main customer is the consumer, which is the customer.
Is like,
without the customer like that, we don't even have any need for advertising.
Here, I'm going to zoom into... Yeah, without having the viewer, we don't...
Which is our number one customer.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, to me, what I'm looking at
because we don't have a physical product to sell.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a physical product, but,
Yeah. Here, let me make it so you can see more. Okay. So, like, let's see. We'll put in... Here we go. Hold on. I should have had this prepared ahead of time. Sorry. So we have the viewer. All right, and we'll put that over there. Okay. I spelled that wrong, didn't I?
No, VIEWER.
Okay, I spelled it right. All right, cool. So viewer, that's one of our customers that we're looking at. But another would be the artists, because we are serving the artist by, with a service, to play their stuff on our live stream. That's why they're our customers, because we're putting there. Now, both of these customers don't really pay us anything.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, I mean, we provide these services for free.
Free?
Yeah. Right.
Now, wait, I thought the first day we did this, you said nothing was free and we don't give things away.
Yeah, right. I wish we didn't. But, like we want our viewers to be able to watch the show without being charged. We're not charging some subscription rate to watch the show. So they're not a paying customer. The artist, we're doing the service of helping them promote for free.
You can't not call them a paying customer when you have a Patreon. They're going to get offended.
Yeah. Now the Patreons, Alone in the Woods.
Customer.
Yeah, and Chris Shue.
Alone in the Woods and Chris Shue.
Yeah.
They are paying customers at this point. And that's like, that kind of goes into like normally viewers aren't paying customers, but in that instance, that is a way to create a paying customer that is a viewer.
Yeah, but in that aspect, you should call all your viewers paying customers to get that in their head.
Yeah. So that everybody's paying. Yeah, So now I'm going to put in here, so advertiser. So like an advertiser to me is also our customer.
Right.
Because we are providing them with a spot to advertise and reach a certain focused demographic that it'd be viewers of our show. So we are like the Yellow Pages or like a magazine that has ads in it. So they are one of our customers. They're not somebody that is watching the show or submitting stuff to us to put on the show, but they're gonna be the ones giving us the most money.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, I would also like include sponsors, I guess, in that too. Let me put that there. Sponsors. Enter. All right. So I don't know why it doesn't just go down. I have to pull it down each time.
Yeah.
But, so to me, like, are there any other customers that we're serving as Joker TV?
Well, let's see. The viewers,
Maybe there's
viewers,
somebody in the
advertisers,
chat right
sponsors.
now. You could comment if you got any ideas, or if you've got any questions, comment in the comments, and we'll address those too.
What about like the public service organizations out there? You know.
Well, wouldn't that kind of fall under advertisers or sponsors?
No, not necessarily.
Then what are they? Explain what do you mean?
Okay, so I don't know. Maybe they could be. Maybe they're supporters. So organizations that that help other people. Maybe it's a diabetes association, or maybe there's some type of Tourette's group out there also.
Mm-hmm. Well, I definitely see them as different than a normal advertiser, because a normal advertiser is trying to advertise a product or service that they're providing to the public, whereas the organizations are more advertising their their service, but what they're trying to do for the community,
Right.
like the service that they're trying to provide. So it kind of falls in line, I think, with still advertisers, but they are a different kind of advertisers. They're not a for-profit.
Brain Aid.
Yeah, like Brain Aid. Like we've
Right.
we've worked with Brain Aid quite a bit of times. Yeah. So
Now, I mean, one of the things I thought was kind of cool that we heard today is there was a couple of retailers that have products, and they basically make containment vessels for their product that have like pictures of maybe some humanitarian group out there. Maybe let's say some cancer organization, and they'll get together with another party, and they'll make some type of design, and then put that on their product thing, and then that incentivizes not only the person that's trying to sell their product or push their product for them,
yeah.
but it also has the organization also helping promote the product, because they're going to get a financial incentive.
Yeah.
By the number of sales of these particular products.
And that was an interesting
Advertiser.
Yeah, advertiser still, but that was an interesting way to go about doing that. If they like the business that we were interviewing that said that they had done that was the coffee roaster, and he said, I did that because I believed in what they were doing, but it also was a collaboration.
And there was a candy bar company that also did the same thing.
Oh yeah.
We didn't talk to that today, but
okay. I thought you were talking about somebody we talked about today.
No,
We talked to them. They just weren't there.
Yeah, the candy place. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went
and I'm proud of myself, dude. I could have easily
ordered about
$500 worth of candy.
Yeah.
I
almost ate the store. I'm just telling you that right now.
Well, having said all this, with these advertisers and us trying to figure out what to get the sponsors, how to get them. The main thing that we heard today, and this is what we need every one of our viewers, of course, they're not on here watching us right now.
Yeah.
But if you love something and if you believe in something, word of mouth is the way, man.
Everybody said
Tell
that.
somebody, tell your friend,
Yeah.
show your friend, send them a link, whatever. That is the number one way.
Yep.
Everybody said, all these small local businesses said they got out there, and they're
Every
very
single one of them.
successful. So
Yeah. And I mean, that's what Joker needs from our audience too. We need our audience to spread the word. 'Cause
Right.
That's the best kind of advertising there is out there.
look, man, if you want to, times have changed. You don't need a teardrop tattoo anymore. You need a little Joker TV logo so that people ask, "What is that?"
Man, what would we do if somebody got a Joker TV
If somebody
logo
gets a Joker TV teardrop logo, I will give them $500.
tattooed on them?
Tattooed
Okay,
on
so,
their
all right.
face.
Wait, $500.
Yeah, okay.
Man.
So, all right. So, but
I
all
don't
right.
want to put that out there.
I have a friend.
The first one to do that gets $500.
I have a
Not
friend
everyone.
Not everyone.
who basically got a tattoo somewhere on his body. I won't say where.
Okay.
That basically it was for advertising some porn company,
Some what?
some pornographic company out of
okay.
California.
Okay.
Okay, and in exchange for him having the tattoo, he now gets every single video that they ever produce. They ship it to his house. See, boxes and boxes and boxes of these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be desensitized in a month.
Well, no. Well, the
Nothing's
funny
gonna
thing
work.
is, I don't know why, but he's got this one arm that's like really, really huge, and then the other arm that's really, really skinny.
Yeah.
I have no idea if that's related in any way, but. But on a different subject, because I know
Well, let's
we're
finish-
short on time.
Hold on, let's finish this up. So basically, I put advertisers in red there because that has been most of the customers that we're talking to so far. What we want to do next coming up is more the viewers. We want to talk to some viewers. So we talked about going down to the in front of the college student center and interviewing some students to see where they stand on how they get their entertainment and things like that. So that's something that we got coming up. We'll talk more
And
about
we'll be
that.
talking about that on our
another-
next episode.
Yep.
But I know we're real short on time. I know you wanted to mention, what do we have coming up on the show this week?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know?
Oh, I thought you knew.
No,
Oh,
I
man,
have
we've
no
got-
idea.
we've
It's a
got all
complete
kinds of stuff.
surprise
We've
to
got
me.
Some cartoon stuff.
Well,
There's
first of
gonna be
all,
some
what's it,
music.
130?
There's
Are
gonna
we
be
up to
some
137 yet, or is it
art.
136?
Rick and Mux are gonna just talk for a while. I mean, there's just gonna be cool shit.
Go to YouTube
Yeah.
and see.
Yeah. Now, yeah, that would be a good
I
thing. to do.
thought you had that ready.
No, I
already.
have no idea. This was something that you were
Didn't you say?
going to mention. Yeah.
Didn't you say what was gonna be on the show?
Yeah. Well, you said we were going to be talking about.
No,
what's
no.
on
I
the
mean,
show.
you said. Did you already put the video out? The little short clip.
No, we did not put out a short clip yet of what's going to be on there.
Oh. You're
Okay,
supposed to do
so
that.
looks like
That's
Leto
Yeah.
Charisma Ape.
Yeah, so we're gonna be starting the new Emerson Dameron mini series. So this is going to be the first one of the mini series. So that's something to look out for. We've got some other artists that we've played before, like Drabs Drula, Dragon Cell, Rockford, Chippendale, and a couple others.
Fog Machine, yeah.
but we-
Diana Magellan.
Yeah, we're going to be announcing a release from the band Arg.
Arg.
Yeah. And also we did a special live stream on Saturday, this last Saturday. We'll talk a little bit about that. That featured Chippendale, so we'll talk a little bit more of that. And we have
not the Rescue Rangers or the strip club.
no,
Right.
and we have a new piece from Swamp Rainbow coming in and stuff like that. We got the Chronic Tales to talk about because they're trying to do a 1,000 subscribers. They're trying to get to 1,000, and when they do, that's when they're going to release their first episode of their cartoon. So that's something to look forward to.
Right.
But other than that, I guess
That's about it. I mean, I
that's a
hope you
wrap.
guys have all enjoyed this episode of Workstream,
Yep.
put on by Joker Joker TV.
Yeah.
And I hope you tune in next Monday. But don't forget to tune in this Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That would be New York time for all the people that are watching internationally. So
And next time, if you got any questions that you would like us to answer on the work stream, or if you got any ideas for things we should be discussing about business of Joker TV and what we do, send those in, and we'll try to talk about them.
Bye.
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 Oh, wait.
There we